Hi everyone, it's Sunday night, July 9th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So it was a very short and pretty quiet week in the US market because Tuesday was the July 4th holiday. In fact, a number of sellers opted not to offer until Wednesday. Overall, prices were mainly steady again, but some steer prices, mainly those used for automotive, managed to add a little bit to their levels. Chinese buyers are still resisting higher prices, and overall customers don't really have much appetite for higher prices at this point. Looking at heavy Texas steers, levels were steady at $25 for selections averaging 62 to 64 pounds. And in the cow sector, there's barely enough demand to keep prices steady right now. Combined export sales for the week ending June 29th were 480,000, which is 10% lower than the previous week. Combined shipments were actually higher at 598,600, and that's 28% better than the previous week. Estimated slaughter for the holiday week ending July 8th was 539,000, and that's 17% less than last week, with one less day of slaughter, of course. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo reports that slaughterhouses are granting some additional discounts on immediate deliveries, and it looks like we're moving downward towards some new prices. Mainly, prospects for September are no better right now. The drop in British prices has had an impact almost everywhere in Europe. In the UK, the 36 plus kilo British ox is at 70 cents sterling per kilo, and in Ireland, sales were concluded also at 70 cents but in euros. Over the past few days, however, the markets actually looked stable. European bulls, they saw some good sales during the week, but it really depends on the origin and the size. The price for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos is 95 cents to €1.05 per kilo. And as for Southern German hides, the prices for the heaviest ones are stable. The European cow market appears to be settled, and there are discounts being made on standard grades. For veal skins, prices are unchanged. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at the work and volumes in the tanneries right now ahead of the summer break. And he also takes a detailed look at the quality issues and what the outlook is for both ends of the quality spectrum. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that fresh hide prices were stable after last week's decline, and the reference price of TR1 was again steady at 66 cents per square foot. Other Latin origins were also unchanged this week. In other news from Brazil, early data indicate that June exports of hides and skins were down about 15% compared to June last year, and footwear exports look to be down by more than 25% compared to last year. The Sustainable Origin Program has grown to more than 100 companies this year, and Brazilian leather is heading to Vietnam and the US for the next fairs. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina's beef production is up by 10% in 2023. In Colombia, the IFLS and EICI fair exceeded expectations, and in Uruguay, leather exports have dropped by 24%. That is all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.